I don't hear Brian though. Brian, say something.
Say something.
A little bit of echo.
Hello, my friends.
Thank you for joining us for the PEBCAK Podcast, a weekly information security show featuring some all-around good people. It is week 21 of 2024. I'm Chris Lloyd, and recording live with my co-host, the Cloud God himself, who made it out here to California 2 times in 2 weeks.
Back to back, baby. World War champs and California visitor. So happy to be here. And I'm actually in Chris's house right now. And he has a random rabbit, I guess is what you call that. I don't know. I did threaten it with the knife because it's the dumbest thing I've ever seen as an animal. But his kids are pretty cool. Way cooler than Chris will ever be. And Glenn, question. Do you think Chris is the strict dad or the fun dad?
I think he's the strict dad. I think mom is the fun mom.
He is
the spot pull.
He is 100% the dad that has a stick up his dad. Like, he is just riding these kids. We're just trying to have fun, hang out.
Can't do that. Can't do that.
Yeah, wash your hands.
I'd be like, stick your hand in the fire. You only do that once.
Don't push the ball guy down the stairs, you know.
Hey, someone's got to teach him right from wrong.
Yeah.
Let's try sticking this pen in the socket to see what happens.
But his wife is actually not here. He's bachelor partying.
I am. I don't know about party, but single dadding it for a little bit.
A lot of crunchy socks, if you know what I mean.
I did the laundry today, Brian.
You sure he did. He was like looking at his list of stuff to do. He's like, "Oh, I gotta make lunch tomorrow for the kids." I'd be like, "No, man, let them eat at school. They don't eat. They don't like that food. They don't eat."
It could be worse. I had a friend who literally threw Cheerios on the ground and let his kids eat it off the floor.
I like your friend.
That's like awesome, dude.
Borderline child neglect.
No way, man.
That's not neglect.
They're being fed. What are you talking
You
about,
and your
Chris?
50-pound head and Mickey Mouse tattoos. Jesus.
I know.
And we have Glenn Medina, the California native that did not make it out to my house tonight. No travel Glenn, or NTG.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. As you know, I'm getting ready to go on another trip here. So later in the weekend, so it's going to be really tight, and I couldn't make it. I do apologize. I did hear that I missed a really good pizza party, which Brian did not partake in. Did he at least grab a couple pepperoni sticks or anything?
Bro, it looked so good. There's like a lot left over, but no, I just ordered 5 guys and just ate like a savage.
Yeah.
So you should order a 5x5 or something from 5 Guys or something.
He ordered 3 triple doubles.
Why are you trying to out me, Chris?
Triple doubles.
The In-N-Out equivalent, or the 5 Guys equivalent of the In-N-Out triple.
Triple, but minus the bun, right?
Minus
no
the
buns.
No buns, yeah.
9 patties. That is amazing.
Mayo, lettuce,
with bacon, baby.
With bacon.
Nice.
It was light.
I had a double protein style today. So for lunch, it was actually really good.
Yummy.
Yeah, that would be a nice little appetizer.
For you, I could only have 1 patty compared to your 9.
I can't believe you told everyone this, Chris. Thought we were friends. You're like a jerk. Like I had.
He didn't have fries. He didn't have fries. Though. That's
no fries.
Out
no
of
fries.
His 5 Guys order.
Least you could have done is just mind your own business, and not look at my order. I guess this condescending text. 9 patties, really, Brian?
It just says right at the top of the receipt, 9 patties.
I mean, in all fairness, they're like really thin patties. It's basically like 3 burgers, if you ask me.
Yeah. So I got to ask Chris. I think this is the first time I've heard in a while that Grace took off for a whole week. How does it feel to be single dad?
I think it's fine. Getting through it for sure. It's tiring. Definitely helps when you have 2 parents helping out, but I've been managing. It's been fine.
Yeah. So who feeds the bunnies? Who feeds the bunnies when Grace is gone?
I feed them all the time, though. Even when she's here, I still feed them.
All. Oh, okay. Do you have to feed them every day, or do you just
Yeah.
leave a whole food out for the month?
No, you got to feed them every day. They don't get fed every day. Their digestion
Can
system always
I
has to keep moving.
Kick your rabbit, and that's not a sexual innuendo. Like, can I just straight up punt it in the backyard? I bet you probably get it at least. I mean, it looks kind of fat. It'll probably hurt my foot, but 25 feet easily.
Oh my gosh!
Probably.
I see we're gonna get banned on this one. So.
Brian's gonna get us canceled finally.
So do you let the bunnies go in the backyard? Do you let them roam free wild, or you put them on a leash?
Yeah, you got to put them on a leash because they will run away.
These things are in a prison
Really?
cell, bro. 4x8,
Yeah.
just staring at the wall, looking for the answers. No answers.
Can you put Can you put a shock collar on them so that way if they try to make a break for it, you can just zap them
They'll
like a
probably
dog?
just chew it off. He's chilling right now, though. He's relaxed.
I did see the rabbit stretch. It was doing the downward dog. I think that's the thing.
Oh man,
Yeah, rabbits do stretch. They do bunny yoga.
just one, right? If
Just
I
the
remember
one.
correctly, or did you get a second one again?
Yeah, just the one.
How about goat
Just the
yoga?
one.
That sounds like
Never
fun.
done.
Goat
Never done
yoga.
that.
Do you know what that is?
Yes. I see.
What the hell is goat yoga? What have we broken ourselves into now?
It's not what you think. It's literally just yoga with goats. And they stand on you. I think they're adorable, cute, furry little animals.
These
That would
aren't
be
the little goats that pass out at,
No, not the fainting
at being
goats.
scared.
That would be fun.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
No guests this week, as we are recording semi-live. Combined, we have decades of information security experience in here, not just to educate, but to entertain. We got 4 awesome stories for this week, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Before I get started, I do want to shout out that employee of Aviatrix that I passed by. I was at RSA last week. I forgot to talk about it on our RSA recap, but I was just randomly walking by and some guy from the Aviatrix booth just walks up and he's like, "Hey, I'm a huge fan. Love the PEBCAK. Love the dad jokes." He just recognized me. And I don't know if I knew him from the past life, but he just immediately recognized me as the guy from the PEBCAK podcast. So shout out to you, employee of Aviatrix.
That is awesome.
You didn't get his name?
I didn't get his name. I was in a hurry.
You scumbag.
I was trying to get somewhere.
Oh, jeez.
So I didn't get his name, but
Cheers to
Dad
the
joke of the week.
Aviatrix guy.
yeah.
Yeah. Have fun selling VPNs.
Yeah,
But-
and reach
I mean,
out.
It's kind of cool that you get recognized. I shouldn't put him on blast like that, but
Yeah.
it is VPN overlay.
Reach out, mate. We'll have you defend yourself against Brian here.
We will.
So
Yeah, bring it. How dare you not introduce yourself to me when I was walking around the show floor, lost and abused?
Behind the Cisco booth, Brian.
Which one? There was 2.
yes,
This week we're going to talk about OpenAI's new toy. Microsoft will tie compensation to security. For our third topic, the Olympic Games, and close with Aurora Borealis talk.
Borealis, that's not a word.
For our first topic, this will be our ChatGPT story of the week. On Monday, OpenAI launched a new model for ChatGPT that can process text, audio, and images. In a surprising turn, the company announced that this model, GPT-4o, would be available for free. No subscription required. It's a departure from the company's previous rollout of GPT-4, which was released back in March, for those who pay OpenAI's $20 per month subscription fee to ChatGPT. Plus, in this current release, many of the features that were previously gated off to paying subscribers, like memory and web browsing, are now rolling out to free users as well. So that answers your question, Brian. If you want to train the model and you want web browsing, that's now available in the free tier. Free users are rate limited to fewer prompts per hour than paid users, but if you can live with that, then you can access all these awesome features for free now.
I know you said fewer prompts, but I heard fewer pumps. I was like, is that a new way of poking at the AI beast? I don't know what we call it. And why is it 4O? Like the letter O, right? It's not.
They wanted it to be Omni, for Omni, because it's Omni now, so it does text, video, and voice. Or
Omni
images.
means so if I have a gender that identifies as Omni, that means they do text, video, and audio.
Omni means everything. They do all those
like
things,
an omnidirectional.
Yeah.
So what else can it not do?
I think it doesn't do video right now.
Can't serve you coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't serve you coffee yet.
It's trying to be like that real assistant to you now. And then,
So if you were paying for the subscription before, are you saying that you don't have to pay for the subscription now? They just cancel it?
It's rate limited, right?
yeah, it's rate limited. So if you use APIs or if you want more than I don't know what the rate limit is, and it's so many prompts per hour, then if you exceed that, then you would still want to pay for that. Yeah, I'm guessing things like Sora, the new video features, eventually going to be coming out on a paid tier.
I think it's gone too far already, guys. It's a lost cause.
Yeah, text, audio, and images. It's cool because I remember a while ago they showed a demo of I think it was GPT-4 before 4o, and there was like conflicting parking signs that says no parking between 6 p.m. and 12 p.m. on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, no parking here on Saturday all day, no parking here on this time. So you just take a picture of all the no parking signs and you ask ChatGPT, it says, based on these parking signs, when am I allowed to park here? And they would analyze the sign and then it would tell you exactly when you can park there. So that's part of the GPT-4o is that image processing now.
What a dumb thing to try. I'd be like, solve cancer, cure it. And you guys are over here trying to make it do image recognition so you can figure out if you can park somewhere.
That's AlphaFold. That's the other application of AI.
No, you're an AlphaFold.
Now, boys, let's be nice. I know you guys are sleeping next to each other. I mean, standing next to each other over there.
So have you tried this out yet?
I have not tried it out yet. I tried to log in yesterday. Their login server was just hammered. I couldn't log in.
I'm logged in. It still says chat 3.5. I'm going to go to 4. Upgrade to plus. It wants me to pay. Fake news.
Well, it's slowly rolling out to free users.
Look at this. You jerk off.
Thank you. Hasn't rolled out to you.
I'm talking like I've been drinking. I haven't. This is just my personality when it comes out around people.
Brian's always high on life.
Yeah.
So
Fun fact. Chris's personality is only online. In person, very boring. The guy, what's fun to wear?
serial killer. Is that what you're saying?
You met me in real life. Were you acting like this is the first time you've ever met me in real life?
Like we're talking right now. I'm trying to make eye contact with him, and he won't do it. He's just staring off in the distance, like he just found
staring
out.
in the webcam because
He just found out like he was adopted.
We're all still technically in the Zoom, so we're just staring at the webcam.
Put this on the TV.
You're such a social butterfly, Brian.
Yes.
You guys are. Actually, you're the social butterfly, holding us hostage with your crippling low self-esteem at RSA. Someone go to bed. Like, oh, come over here. I'm hanging out with the Palo Alto guys.
Hanging out with the Talon guys over at Palo Alto.
I know, right?
Well, they did have a bigger expense budget than you, so.
That's all right. I don't need to buy business. I earn it.
I think the other thing was, so I wrote these show notes on Monday. Today's Tuesday, and today is Google I/O. So Google announced all their new Gemini AI features, and one of the things that they demoed was a person in London pointing their camera out the window and says, "Hey Gemini, what neighborhood am I in now?" It's like, you're in the King's Township neighborhood. They're known for their trains or something. And then it said, "Hey Gemini, where did I leave my glasses?" And then the Gemini knew, like, "Oh, you left your glasses on this desk over here next to a red apple." So I think the intent is you're gonna wear something like the Google Glass, and it's augmented reality, and it's gonna suck in all that data, and then you can ask it things like,
He said suck.
"Where did I leave this? Where did I leave that?" Or
I was more concerned that you had to leave your camera on all the time on your phone, and it's scanning everything, and as you're in places, then it knows or can see and recognize those things. I don't know.
Hey Google, why do we have
Maybe
a
it's
conditioner?
less. Yeah.
It's lubricant, that's why.
It already orders that for you,
I
right?
have a Google right there.
You've got an automatic subscription.
Jeez. You also have a rice cooker.
Wait a minute.
You have fortune
Why does it-
cookies.
Why do you have a Google in your
Google's
house?
talking to us right now.
I thought I thought you didn't do that. I thought you were like the enemy of my enemy is not my friend or something like
it's
that.
a long
with those
story.
things.
Why we have this mule here in the corner.
He got it for free. This guy is so cheap. Like literally, let's pan across. He's got weird stripper things up in his kitchen. He said it was for his wife's birthday. He's got a giant bottle of Canada Dry, not in the fridge. Why would it be in there? And then he's got 2 sinks, 2 microwaves, an air fryer, rice cooker.
It's an instant pot, not a rice cooker.
Instant pot. It's the same
Stop
stuff.
with the stereotypes.
Yeah, but he does have a pot filler. But then he's got fortune cookies, this a raw sweet potato just hanging out for no apparent reason, Lego flowers, and you'll get a kick out of this. He still has the plastic on his washer, and I'm not talking about his washer.
Dishwasher?
And then
That is so Asian.
I'm so
Right.
far away. You can't hear me.
He's like doing cribs.
You can't see this. So then, on his oven, he's got the sticker, like the energy ratings and stuff on it. Like you could so easily just peel it off, but it's there. It's I don't understand like why.
I bet you he still has that consumer warning on his car, that little tag on the window that says this car is made with the
He probably has a
California
mattress tag too.
Proposition
Don't you-
65 or something like that. Yeah, yeah.
Don't ask me. I know this, but he only has a queen size bed. What a loser, right? Come on, man. Get a
Hey, well, watch out now. I have a queen size bed, so
2 losers.
let's
Wow.
well, unlike you, my feet don't fall off the bed when I lay in it, so
Yeah, Brian.
that's
needs
why
the
you
cow
need a king size.
Not only a king, he's the cow king.
I need to stretch out. More room.
Yep. Well, OpenAI did release this on Monday, knowing that Google I/O would be on Tuesday, so they wanted to get ahead of it and release all these features. So that we're definitely in the AI wars right now.
Bastards.
All right, Victor, speak up now and forever hold your opinion. Speak now and forever hold
Peace.
your peace. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Whatever happened to like Google being able to like, hey, make me a reservation? Then it calls like a restaurant. It's like, oh, I'd like to make a reservation. It's like the AI assistant. Is that even a real thing? Did that ever even happen?
I don't know if it ever happened, but that's the intent. A lot of people. So when GPT-4o was released, a lot of people were comparing it to that movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix and Scarlett Johansson, of the guy that falls in love with his AI powered assistant character everywhere.
You would
because
totally fall in love with an AI assistant.
It was that's what they want. That's what they're going for. Like, it's got to be your AI powered assistant.
Did you ever watch that movie?
I did not.
Oh,
I know won a bunch of awards though, and I know the premise
What
of
was
it.
what was the remake that just happened recently? It had Harrison Ford,
Indiana Jones.
Blade Runner.
Oh, you mean Dumb
Blade
Money
Runner.
2? That's
Blade
coming soon.
Runner. Remember Blade Runner?
Yeah.
Was that Blade Runner? That was Harrison Ford, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish you were here, Glenn.
Yeah.
You'll have more fun.
Yeah, but I'd probably eat up all the pizza if I were there
That's fine.
because I love pizza.
We end up with extra
Yeah.
dough.
Yeah.
Chris is funny. He's like, his
Well-
daughter's trying to eat. He's like, no, you're going to get fat. Stop eating. Stop it. And she started crying. It was so sad.
Yeah, that literally did not happen.
Well, when Brian comes back next week, we'll hang out again.
Yeah.
Am I back next week?
Who knows?
Maybe.
You never know.
Yeah. Maybe to turn in your laptop.
Calculations.
Talk to HR.
Huh, what? All right, you guys are making fun of me because there's... No, I'm in Toronto next week.
And you go see Vic.
Yeah, I get to hang out with Vic. Vic, what's up, dog?
Video.
All right, let's record over there too then.
All right. That won't be weird. In his 800 square foot studio apartment.
Yeah.
With a
Just
girlfriend
square
and
This
yards
dog.
there.
dog.
What's that in square yards?
Not a thing.
Hey Siri,
800 square feet.
what's 800 square feet in square yards?
Okay.
It's
I
not
found this on
yards.
the web.
It's meters.
100 feet, 2 in square yards.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Hey Siri, what's 800 square feet in square meters?
800 square feet is 74.32 square
All right.
meters.
In Victor is 74.32 square meter
Wow.
apartment with his dog.
And his girlfriend.
And his girlfriend.
Yeah.
By the way, his girlfriend, I didn't know if I was gonna like her at all, and then
Good way to start.
Where is this going? Where is this going?
anyone that's in love with Victor is gotta be just a stupid person, right? Anyways, he sent me over like a screenshot. He's like, yeah, man, if your daughter comes, like she's planning out like all this like sightseeing stuff. I was like, oh man, she's got a cool man. I like her now. So good job, Victor's girlfriend. That's what your name will be from here on out.
She and I have the same hoodie. We found that out too.
Probably the same size too.
Probably.
Victor likes the big uns.
But I think Chris has bigger boobs.
Chris is a small person.
All right. For our second topic, Microsoft will hold executives accountable for cybersecurity. So in a stunning reversal, Satya Nadella issued this decree basically saying that he wants things to be secure. So he's tired of all these 0 days in Exchange, 0 days in this, 0 days in that. People always get exploited through Microsoft services, and he's now tying compensation to security. And they said, well, that's a good thing because we want things to be secure. But he's also saying things like, well, forget legacy support. And that's always been the bane of the existence of Microsoft, is that why do we still support SMB1 in 2020? Like, why would we ever do that? Well, it's because of backwards compatibility, even though it's notoriously insecure. So he's going to start prioritizing things like security over legacy reasons and backwards compatibility. So I think that's probably going to be a plus for the industry. I think the final details will have to come out because, as we always say on the podcast, you show me the incentive and I'll show you the outcome. So depending how they measure that, quote, cybersecurity, we'll see how they get paid and see what they end up doing with that.
So don't follow me for financial advice, but again, I think Microsoft is probably big enough that they don't have to worry about backwards compatibility anymore. I think they just can kind of force everyone's hand at this point, don't you?
Yeah, they're kind of like Oracle. Like, it's our way or go to our competitor. Oh, wait, there is no competitor. You're kind of stuck with us.
Steve Jobs rolling in his grave.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
man,
do you
me and
think he's
Chris
going to
has
hold
touched
himself
the end of
accountable on this?
table.
Do you think
I
he's
gotta
going to
go.
hold himself accountable on this and like take the first pay cut? Because they're always going to have some event.
Yeah, I mean, I think Satya Nadella he had a response to the CSRB report of how Microsoft got hacked through this Russian state actor. They hit a test system. Maybe it sounds familiar, but they hit a test system. They got some kind of private key material off this test system. They were able to exfiltrate it into their dev environment and eventually mint these authentication tokens for literally any Office 365 account. That was pretty embarrassing for them, and I think he had to do something because, say what you will about Microsoft, they are a monopoly. When you look at operating systems, the vast majority is Windows, and China is dealing with this problem right now because there's just so much Microsoft in China right now, and they just can't rip it out. Same thing with the U.S. federal government. So much stuff is run off of Microsoft. There's no alternative, but given enough motivation, the federal government will start looking for alternatives.
There's a
Chromebooks.
post on Twitter today. Some guy's trying to sell a root cause or RCE, remote code execution, for Office 2016, 2019, 2021.
Was that 0 day, that
Yeah.
1.8 million?
Yeah. I think it was 1.7 million. You think those Microsoft people are like, that thing goes into effect after this, right? Like, I'm still going to get my money.
It won't start until after.
But what kind of misses, though, to socialize that you have a 0 day across all these platforms? Because I think that would make it really easy to figure out where the hole is. Because you just do a gap analysis of like what's common between 2016, 2019, etc. And Chris is like, no, it's not that simple, idiot.
It could be. What modules do these platforms have in common?
PDF exporter. Gets this every time.
Could be. Or a print spooler thing.
MS Paint. That's probably why they got rid of it.
MS Paint got me hooked on Windows 3.1, baby. No, was it? Probably just Windows 95.
Yeah, they took MS Paint out, and there's this giant campaign to add it back in, and they actually won. So they ended up adding MS Paint back in.
Do you recall that there used to be like a little hack for was it Minesweeper?
Minesweeper.
Like you'd hold like the control key and that would let you know if there was something.
There's a mine there.
Yeah.
I remember X, Y, Z, Z, Y, Shift, Enter. I still remember the code for that.
That's around.
Which one's that? Which one's that?
You type that in, Minesweeper, and then you hover over an empty block, and if the pixel, I think it was in the upper left corner, if it turns white, that means there's a mine there, so then you would know exactly where it is.
Lots of lines.
Can we bring Mr. Clippy back to you then?
That's basically what Copilot. Copilot is Clippy.
Yeah.
On steroids. Or estrogen. I can't figure that out yet.
Good old Clippy. I think it's important to tie cybersecurity to compensation, otherwise they're just never going to take it seriously. I mean, we're multiple years in, Equifax, no executives went to jail. SolarWinds, maybe one person might go to jail or at least be held civilly liable for it. But I think if you hit them in the pocketbook, then that's what's going to make them really take it seriously.
So this going to go start selling storage or something stupid like a browser.
Hey, watch that. Watch that.
Just kidding. For all those things said, like your booth was busy.
Yeah, it could be just like selling generators and DVDs in the cloud, right? So
exactly. I don't understand that analogy at all.
Yeah. So this will. I look at this and it'll go one of three ways, right? Or actually, yeah, probably a combination. It'll go really well, and they clean their act up, and they actually get to where they should be. Two, they do some false reporting, and three, that no one gets paid because they're always getting breached. So
I think it's be three. No one gets paid, or people are going to get paid and they'll cash out and leave, and they're like, "Oh, but we just got breached. How about those clawbacks?" Like, nah, man, I cashed this check. I'm out of here.
Done. I'm out. Yeah.
I know. They're all going to quit and go to Wiz.
Oh.
They're going to quit and go to Azure.
Azure.
I mean, no, AWS, GCP, OCI, Rackspace, Alibaba.
Is Rackspace still around? Are they still?
They had a booth at RSA.
Did they?
Yeah.
Move this whole table over.
Very good.
Dude, his laptop is clinging onto life right now.
Yeah,
something's running out of battery. Yeah.
Something's killing my battery.
Oh, it's probably Brian.
Probably.
It's probably Brian's audio.
My audio is phenomenal.
All right, for our third topic, during the 2021 Olympics in Japan, such bad actors launched a startling 450 million attacks on the online infrastructure related to the games. And as you may or may not know, here in 2024, the Summer Olympics will be held in Paris, France. Researchers at Outpost 24 recently mapped the entire internet-facing footprint associated with the 2024 Olympic Games, looking at their attack surface. So you're looking at domains, subdomains, hosts, and things that are exposed, like web applications and third-party cloud resources. Their evaluation concluded that the Olympics' external attack surface is more secure against compromise compared to what they discovered when performing a similar assessment before the 2018 FIFA World Cup soccer games in Russia. The gaps they found in the Olympics infrastructure included a handful of open ports, SSL misconfigurations, security header issues, domain squatting, and some privacy issues like cookie consent violations. And if you remember the Winter Games in Pyeongchang, South Korea, the opening ceremonies were interrupted by a massive cyber attack that initially was attributed to North Korea, but eventually they figured it out. It was Russia that was attacking them. So you have yet again another major sporting event, and they are very open to attack. And hopefully this will be more secure than past Olympic Games.
I feel like the level of effort here was dog crap. I think they just opened up Mmap, did some things like, oh, we found a telnet port open, and the SSL configuration is probably like, oh, they're using TLS 1.2
or something. That's
no, not
foldable.
that. Like 1.2 without PFS. Like, how dare they? And I don't know, domain squatting. I don't know. It's just dumb stuff. And privacy issue, like cookies. Come on now. Is it the same cookie that we accept all cookies or deny optional things like that? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a GDPR thing. You have to show that banner if you're gonna sell to EU people, and since it is in France, it is EU. That they'll.
I'm surprised they didn't have a responding like Citrix connection or VPN, right?
Quite possibly. I don't know if they map that attack surface.
When you think about it, they have tons of vendors. They probably have VPNs left, right, central. And you got probably people who are like, I only know how to use Cisco. And so they have a Cisco standard. And other people are like, oh, the de facto standard is Juniper. You're like, man, you used that in decades. So
if it's connected,
it's breachable.
I mean, that's what happened in Pyeongchang. I mean, for the most part, it was low key, but things like the official Olympics app stopped working. Some gates wouldn't open because they're all electronically controlled, and they wiped all the domain controllers. And certain vendors couldn't accept credit card payments because everything was connected.
Dude, if your house ever gets hacked, you're screwed. Every light is connected. Every window blind. The toilet cams go offline. I saw that thing winking at me. I'm telling you, everything around here.
You were like, "Hey, I didn't turn on that urinal. I didn't turn on the bidet. Why is it squirting me in the face while I'm looking at it?"
I had to wipe my butt like a caveman.
What? Get out of here!
It's so gross. They don't know what to do.
It's
no
pretty
way.
For power, but we haven't installed any yet.
So before Chris went violently off topic, we're talking about security stuff at the
Olympic Games.
Olympics over here, guys.
When you think about the mass migration of people, the massive infrastructure that they have to build, I mean, everything is digital nowadays. So just think of something simple like a hotel. We've seen hacks before where they attack the hotel and people just all of a sudden they can't get in their rooms. They have to fall back to hard keys to open up the doors. And it's just ripe for some kind of hacking operation.
Happens every year at the Black Hat, so
DEF CON.
Or DEF CON, yeah.
Does it though?
There's always some shenanigans that people usually do pull at DEF CON. I remember one year there was a guy that gave a talk on how to hack elevators, like how to get access to the service panel, what buttons to push to get like service override, and they intentionally did it the very last day at the very last hour of DEF CON because most people had left already, but anybody who was left there and attended that talk, they're immediately going to try this. So all the hotels had to deal with these troublemakers just trying to hack their elevators.
Do you remember the Coke machine hack?
I don't know if it was so much a hack. I think there's a specific sequence you could push. You could tell how much money was in the machine. So if you wanted to like rob it, you could tell how much money was in it.
I think it was literally
free drinks or anything.
The first top row is like numbers, and if it was, I think it was 4, 1, 2, 3, or 4. No, it wasn't 4, 3, 2, 1. It would put it in like diva mode, and if you're lucky enough that you came across a vending machine where they had left it with something on, you can actually have the eject money. I never found one, but I looked.
This is the one that accepts credit cards too now, or the ones that...
No, this is back in the day, coins.
Yeah.
Or you can make it dispense free soda too.
This is probably like 20 years ago or so. There's a way to debug mode of any machine. But
you want to hear a BS story of the week?
What's that?
You know how they say you shouldn't tip a vending machine because it will crush you?
Yeah.
No, it won't. All it does is give you free goodies. So you tip a vending machine, it just starts pouring out stuff. So if you want free sodas, you just tip the machine. You used to do it all the time. Now, Chris, someone with your stature, you probably get flattened like a flapjack.
Probably.
But for us grown adult men, it's free stuff. It's a smorgasbord. Yeah. We should go try that. Is there a vending machine around here?
That I know.
I mean, for science.
Check Chris's garage. He probably has one of those sitting inside there.
Bro, he's got a refrigerator in his backyard. Just out in the open, right in the middle, not even plugged in, just there, just collecting dust.
That's awesome.
That was the refrigerator that came with the place. We knew for sure we didn't want it, but we weren't sure if we were going to give it away with somebody, so they just moved it outside. It's been there ever since.
I mean, it's covered.
Take a picture because I need a refrigerator.
We should plug it in, see if it still works.
Yeah.
I was afraid there's a body in there. I didn't even open it.
Yeah, best you don't open it.
This is some weird stuff going on over here with the Louis household.
Alright, for our last topic, it'll be a rotating topic every week. This week we're going to talk about the northern lights here, at least in North America. A solar storm is happening right now, which allows people in other regions to see the northern lights. Typically, you could only see this if you're at one of the poles, either the North Pole or the South Pole. And here in North America, typically you can only see it in Alaska, but people here in the Bay Area were reporting that they were able to see it. I saw some pretty cool pictures of them taking it in front of the Golden Gate Bridge. Out here.
Be honest. Some of them were on acid and mushrooms.
Quite possibly.
Well, you didn't even know about it. I told you guys about it.
Yeah, so you told me about it. I looked down. I'm like, I don't see crap. It's just all black out there.
Like, well, my sister-in-law told us that she was in Globe, Arizona, and shout out to Billy at the LGFU podcast. I texted him because I know he records on a Friday night. I say, bro, Northern Lights. And he went out there. I am drunk AF and I don't see ish. I was like, I promise you it's there. But we got a couple decent shots. And then our friends up in Flag, which is more northern part of Arizona, they got some like amazing photos. And they said you could actually see it without doing like a long exposure.
That's kind of pretty real cool.
Yeah, pictures.
Is it still going on or is it done? Is it done?
It was either 2 days or 3 days max, and it was whenever Brian sent it. He sent it on Saturday, I think.
Yeah.
So I think it's over.
Yeah, it's
by
over
now.
with by now.
But it was a solar storm.
Dang it, I missed it again.
Going with the atmosphere. And I'm sure you can look up pictures online. People in our company Slack are just posting things left and right of where you can see it.
The further north you were of the U.S., then you get. So I think in Arizona we saw like a lot of red and blue, but they were getting all the colors, like the greens, yellows.
Yeah, they said that's really rare to see the colors like that. But this is like a once in a 40-year thing or something.
Normally it's only green, right? Up in the north?
I think it's only green, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the pollution in Arizona.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And then the ones by the Bay Bridge, it was red, right?
I think it was red. I think it was red and green. Do you remember that case a while ago? It was a Cisco support case.
Yes, I was telling my wife about this.
They couldn't figure out this router or switch or something did something funky or weird. And the Cisco people took like dumps of the data and the core dump, and they could not figure out why this router or switch was acting up. And their root cause analysis ended up just being cosmic rays.
Solar
flare. It was just cosmic rays.
Is that the one I heard that was like solar flare is what they called it?
Something
Or something
like
like
that.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a bunch of devices, right?
Yeah, it was a solar flare happened or a cosmic ray happened, and a 1 got switched to a 0, and it made this router start acting funny. And they said there's no other logical explanation other than cosmic rays.
And meanwhile, the FBI is like
code.
or the NSA, or the dude in North Korea. He's like hong hong hong. I don't know what he says.
What? Nice try.
But that's what they're saying. They said the solar storm was supposed to like scramble GPS, scramble satellites, kill some satellites.
What's his name? Kim Jong Un.
Kim Jong Un.
Oh, everyone laughs like that. They have to laugh at his last name. They can't giggle. They can groan and giggle. I don't know this.
Mm-mm.
Glenn's been flying recently, but no delays due to solar storm.
Do you see the one where it's like what are you gonna do when EMP happens with your AR-15? And everyone's like, should we tell him? It's still gonna work, buddy.
That's why you have backup.
What are you gonna do with your Tesla when there's an EMP?
That is a great question.
Not much of anything.
Push it down,
yeah.
Charge it.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what will run. My 65 Mustang will.
Hell yeah. What shirt are you wearing right now, Glenn? Network Slayer. You got the Z-Slayer shirt on.
It does.
No, it's a Network Slayer shirt. Let's be clear about that. So
we continue to get comments about Dad joke of the week.
Dad joke of the week.
This week, Glenn's up.
All right.
Come on, Glenn. Show
What
us
do you get?
yours.
What do you get when you cross an angry sheep and a moody cow?
What's that?
A bad day.
Bad move.
An animal that's in a bad mood.
Good job, Chris. Dude, I arrive at his house, nonstop, 30 minutes, dad jokes coming from Chris. False. From his daughter and his son, yes.
Oh,
And I have
that's
to
where
laugh
Chris
because
gets
I
it
want to be
from.
mean. But they are better than Chris in every
I
aspect.
tell you.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Or that you copy your kids' jokes.
He copies the kids' jokes.
Yes, they've both been on the podcast. We've had guest dad jokes from them.
We love them. They're
We
amazing.
have. Yeah, they are.
Proof positives that two negatives can make a positive.
All right, to wrap things
This is
up.
King Grace. I love you.
OpenAI's new GPT is Omni. Microsoft might start taking security seriously. The Olympics this year will be hacked, and the Northern Lights were visible for about 2 days here in North America. That's all I have for this week. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Find us on LinkedIn. Links will be in the description. Follow us on Instagram at PEBCAK Podcast. Thank you to all listeners and subscribers who raised 5 stars in iTunes or on Spotify and left us a review. We appreciate you all spreading the word to help grow the show. The best way to find us is search for the PEBCAK Podcast on your favorite podcast listening app. My co-host Brian Deach and Glenn Medina. I'm Chris Lewitt. Thanks for listening. We'll see you all next weekend. As always, have a nice day.
Bye, Felicia.
I'll be back, Felicia.
Have a nice day.